Hey YouTube, how's it going, guys? I decided to for my second official video, dabble in something I really like, books. I have three main categories here of all the books I've sort of read that I really like. I have a couple standalone books, a couple of mangas, and then a whole whack of series books that are kind of attached to everybody in their own way. I'm gonna start out here with the standalone books. Half Magic, I got this back in like grade 4. It's written by Edward Eager. It takes place like back in the 50s, 60s area. Well, 50s actually. It's about these four kids who find a coin, and it's just the middle of summer. They're four siblings, and every time they make a wish on the coin, it gives them what they want, but only half. Like the boy Mark wishes that they were on a desert island. They got the desert, but no island. So you have to wish for twice as much as you want to get the full wish. Makes you wonder how that one works out. The next one here is The Thief Lord by Cornelia Funke. I read this book before. It was amazing. Like, it's about these kids and this private detective, and it's take place in Italy, so has some magic to it, a little thievery, a lot of mystery. She's a very good writer, so if you've like read any of her other books like Inkheart, Dragon Rider, read this one. It's the most amazing book ever. Honestly, it's my favorite book of all time. Now we're gonna jump over to the manga section. My personal favorite, Girls Bravo. Do not read if you are not 18. No, 16. I'll give it 16. Just because the basic little nudity every once in a while, but that's where the comedy comes in. It's a harem type, one geeky guy, tons of girls. So it's great. It's like, what was it? $9 for US, 13 for Canadians. I have all 10 of the series, so yeah. Air Gear. If you like high stakes sports, this is a good one. About this gang leader named Iki, and when he gets humiliated, he takes up this sport called air gear, or I forget what the actual technical name is. Don't feel like looking for it really quick, but just motorized roller skates that they're insane. It's got really awesome just battle scenes. Oh, Air Tech, that's the name. Lots of gang wars. Really great art, and the scenery is just amazing. My favorite by Ken Akamatsu is Nigima. 10-year-old pimp, not even lying here. This guy's my hero. Negi, the guy right here. He's a 10-year-old genius who's in charge of all these girls at a private Japanese school. Makes you wonder what sort of misadventures they get into, right? 3 minutes, I can work with that. For you Halo fans here, Halo Fall of Reach, first one of the series. I've read all three of the book. Well, I'm almost done the third one. They're really good books. They stick to a Halo storyline. It sort of fills in gaps, goes before the story. It's something really. If you like Halo at all, pick it up. I'm not even the biggest fan of Halo, and I'll read the books. There's like really tiny font. Each book's about 300 pages plus. Takes you a couple days to get through them if you sit down and read. Wake. It's a first book in a series. It's by Lisa McMahon. It's about this girl who can see into other people's dreams. It's actually really good because if people dream around her, she falls asleep into like a coma seizure state, and has a surprise ending. Actually, I really loved it. I can't wait for the next one to come out. Faint. I believe that's coming out this year. Hopefully, I'm gonna be upset. Pick it up for about $18 if you're Canadian, 15 if you're United States. Thythe, The Modern Fairy Tale by Holly Black. Kiddies, you do not, I repeat, do not know fairy tales until you read this one. Alright? Girl named Kay, perfectly normal life, meets a guy named Robin. Yeah, it's like Roybin or something really retarded. Who's a knight for this court, and there are fairies getting killed all over the place. And yes, I'm fixing my hair as I do this. They're just messed in the head, man. But these books are amazing. Anyone that I know that's reading them isn't just in love with these books. Trust me. Cornelia Funke, again, Inkheart. It's about this girl who reads from this book, and her father has the ability, when he reads from books, the characters come out. So he read from this one book, Inkheart, and this guy named Capricorn, and this other guy, Dustfinger, came out. And so Capricorn's trying to rule the world, bring this deadly creature back. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but it's just, I love the ending. It's really good page turner after a while. It's a little slow to start, good page turner. I read that last year in about a few days. So, The Alchemist. In my previous video, I talked about it really quick. It's about these two twins who work in San Diego under Nicholas and Penelope Flannel. Then one day this magician comes in, blows up this bookstore, and suddenly the twins are chosen ones. Typical storyline, but it's a page turner actually. The main characters, Nicholas and Penelope Flannel, have been alive for hundreds of years, pretty much. And they're protecting this book that, if it falls in the wrong hands, will bring about the end of the world, and these kids will help. Now, if you haven't heard of this book, you're probably living under a rock. Series of unfortunate events. 3 orphans, parents die in a fire, or did they? Some of you know what I mean. And, yeah, it just goes from there with these bad fortunes, this guy trying to get their fortune. So, great book, really confusing. I love to read them. Page turners. Usually, I finish the first one within a day if I sit down and read it. I'm to number 9 again. I'm rereading them for this 3rd time. Donita K. Paul is the next one, with her book series entitled Dragon, etc. Like, this one's pretty good. It's about this girl named Kale who finds a dragon egg, and now she's on this quest with these bright bunch of characters to catch this bigger dragon egg of this dragon that's like really intellectual. Apparently, this guy's name's Risto, and I just think of like that nuttiest nutcracker video, and I think of this guy, the big old fat rat. If I could have put in video pictures, I would have, just for him. It's a really good book. Pick it up if you just like page turners about dragons or anything. Last book. Don't have the number 1 because my friends are all borrowing my book, so it's kind of annoying. Pendragon. Number 1's called The Merchant of Death. It's about this guy named Bobby Pendragon. He writes journals, so it's kind of off a memory sort of thing. So if he gets knocked out, you don't know what's going on, but it also goes into a third-person perspective of the lives of his friends Mark and Courtney. The first book, he travels to this place called Denderon, and he has to figure out where the turning point is to stop this guy named Saint Dane, so that way he can save Hala. I played the Sea Turnip. The books are amazing. You start reading them, you just keep waiting for the next one, the next one, the next one. There's only 10 in the series. Number 9 just came out this year, number 10 next year, so that's just a heads up. Let me go through this. Series of Unfortunate Events, all of them are out. Donita K. Paul, I'm pretty sure most of them are out. The Alchemist, up to the 2nd one, which is entitled The Magician, is out. Inkheart, the 2nd one is out. Thythe is, all its successors are out with Thythe, Valiant, and Ironside. That's correct order, read them that way. Wake, only book of its series so far. Fane is coming out soon, I hope. Halo, The Fall of Reach, and then there's 2 more. I'll get those names in a minute. Nagima, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, 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 up to 19th as of now. Air Gear, number 1, 2, I think it's up to 7 or 10 right about now. Girls Bravo, 1 to 10, full series completion, funny one. Guy ends up in a dress. Only one of series, and only one of series. Well, if you'd like to know anything more about these books, I will be more than glad to give you information. Just leave a nice little comment for me. I love you guys. Ciao, man.